OpenAI 刚刚进行了一个16分钟的直播，发布了 ChatGPT 和 Sora 上的4O 图片生成。在这里呢，它告诉我们，今天你可以在 ChatGPT 和 Sora 上免费的向用户使用，它包括 ChatGPT 用户、Plus 用户和 Term 用户都可以使用。GPT-4O 图像生成呢，擅长文本精确、遵循提示以及利用固有的知识库和上下文来生成图片。这是博客，我们来详细的看一下。使用精确、准确、逼真的输出的原生多模式来解锁有用且有价值的图像生成。你现在可以在 ChatGPT 中看到，我是免费的一个版本。点击这里，这里就有图片生成。在这里，他讲到了几个例子。第一个是白板会议，这是他输入的一个提示。这么多内容，他给我们生成了这样一张图片。随后，摄影师的一个自拍照，他转身和他击掌，然后他又创作了这样的一张图片。这是有用的图像。这里也有有意义的词语，比如说在中世纪的一个家庭冰箱上的词性诗歌。第一行一张图片，第二行是直的，你可以看到它生成的。这里是一个漫画，制作一个四面板的条带的一个图像，边框有些填充。这里他就创作了一个漫画。在这里也有一个科学实验，详细解释一下牛顿的棱镜实验的一个信息图。然后他又创作了一下，现在从一个人的视角来看，在华盛顿广场公园的一个圆形咖啡桌上，用笔记本画了这张图。这里他也可以展示别的一个场景。我们把这个提示复制下来，在 ChatGPT 上创作一下，我看它能不能给我生成。这里好像还是不可以，它直接就给我的是一个文字。那么我使用DALL-E 来试一下，再让它画一下。在这里它没有生成，这一个它又给我了。再用DALL-E 来画一下，把一个人在广场上拿着这张图，这样也是可以的。我再让它用牛顿的视角，牛顿自己来画一张这张图来试一下，也是可以的。这里他讲了一下有用图像的一个生成的历史，我们不去管它。这里他讲了一下它的一个特征，它擅长生成准确的渲染文本，遵循特定的提示，并且使用知识库和上下文来生成图片。在这里是一些视频，最后的可以看一下这个直播，我们不管它了。他讲到了它的一个增强功能，它会根据在线的图像和文本进行训练模型。它不仅可以学习图像与语言之间的关系，还可以学习图像与语言之间的关系。它保证了模型的视觉流畅性，能够生成有用、一致性且有情感能力的一个图像。其实这个功能让我想到了谷歌 AI Studio 的，它也可以生成图片，使用文字来创作图片。它的一个版本是这样的，现在为止它的讲述和这个模型是差不多的。我们再看一下它的一个文本渲染，这里它讲到了一个街道的一个标志，你可以让它创作一个逼真的图像，有两个20多岁的女巫正在阅读路牌，这是一张图像。我们使用 ChatGPT 让它给我生成一下，这里速度有点慢，不知道什么原因。我们重新打开一个，当然我也可以使用这个来试一下。我还是等待它的，发现速度有点慢，我们先不管它。这也有菜单，它讲了一下它的一个菜单的一个内容，它会帮助你生成这个菜单。这里也可以创作一个邀请函，你可以看到它生成的也很逼真。在这里有一个多圈的一个生成，因为它是 GPT-4O 的原生功能，你可以通过自然对话来优化图像。GPT-4O 可以在聊天中基于图像和文本进行构建，从而保持一致性。这里他讲到了一个例子，设计游戏的一个角色，你可以在对话的过程中来进行聊天，来创作这个图像。这讲到了一个电子游戏，比如说给这只猫添加一个缎帽或者是一副单片眼镜，这里它增加了，将它变为一个游戏的视频游戏，它创作这样图片16:9，随后它创作一个菜单在这里边。这里它展示了它的一个一致性，我看一下还没生成，可能是我免费的一个原因，或者说 我使用完了，我们不管它了，我们看一下继续遵循指令。GPT-4O 生成图像可以遵循提示，注重细节。在这里它就讲到了一个有用组织的物体，这是一个正方形，包含的一个内容，你看一下它包含的内容很多的。这里它创建了一座空城，这里它创建了一个葡萄酒杯，并且非常的细节，有一滴红酒的酒杯在这里你可以看到。这里创作了一个看不见的大象，只有大象的一个脚印。这里是一个数学方程式，它也表现得很好。当然你也可以使用这个功能来分析和学习用户上传的图像，它的细节也非常的详细。比如说这是它上传的几张图像，它会根据这些图像来进行生成图片。这是上传的一个锯，它创作了一个蓝色的电锯，非常的清晰。这里是上传的一个古代的女士，这是上传的一个建筑，这是一个平面的，让它变成了一个3D 的感觉是。它展示了使用知识和文本图像之间的一个关系。这是图像生成，这是这样的一个代码，然后它就会创建一张图像，这样的一个图像。这里有一个鸡尾酒的一个配方，这是天气气象图，这是鲸鱼的一个指南，这是抹茶的一个说明，它都可以创建。它也具有写实主义风格，这是一张图像。这里它也做了一些限制，做了裁剪、幻觉、高结合问题精准的一个图像。这是安全，防止不良行为，这是做的一些限制。接下来我们看一下它的直播。
One of the most fun, cool things we have ever launched. People have been waiting for this for a long time. We know we've made you wait, but we think it's really worth it, and we think you're going to love it. We are launching native images in ChatGPT. Image generation has been around for a while. In fact, one of the first things that we ever were known for was the original DALL-E. But image generation has been largely a novelty. You've been able to make some cool art with it, and people have done amazing things, but it has not had the power to be really useful in a wide variety of ways. The thing that we're going to launch today is native image generation in our 4O model, and it's such a huge step forward that the best way to explain it to you is just to show it, which we'll do very soon. But this is really something that we have been excited about bringing to the world for a long time. We think that if we can offer image generation like this, creatives, educators, small business owners, students, way more will be able to use this and do all kinds of new things with AI that they couldn't before. And really the best thing to do is just to show it to you. So I'd like to introduce Gabe, who is the lead researcher and really the primary driver of this product, and we will, I'll hand it over.
Hey, so I'm Gabe, lead researcher.
Hey, I'm Praful. I'm the head of multimodal research.
So, okay, I'm going to jump right in with a demo. And the reason I'm starting off with a demo is because I'm also using these demos as my speaker notes. So it's a bit handy. Now, 2 years ago, when we first started this project, we were interested in sort of like maybe a scientific question about what native support for image generation would look like in a model as powerful as GPT-4. We didn't know the answer to that question. But a year later, when the model was done training, we saw really exciting signs of life. So, we featured this in a 4 blog post, if some of you will remember. And, we saw that the model could render paragraphs of text, for example, or you could combine images in really very interesting and novel ways. And I think we spent a lot of time just playing this model, and I felt that sense of like joy and excitement. I haven't felt for a very long time, maybe even since GPT-2.
I haven't either. This was one of those really wow moments.
It was a wow moment, but that model was still a bit rough around the edges. So, it's sometimes made typos. It was kind of unreliable, I would say. And so over the last year, I've been refining this model to make it more accessible and more user-friendly to the average person. And so, okay, the image is generating, as you can see. And let me see. So it seems to have gotten all the text. I don't see any typos, which is good. Okay. Yeah.
It's still amazing to me to see image generation with perfect text. It shouldn't be that impressive, but somehow we've been waiting for this for so long, and every time it happens, it's like, wow, that's so cool.
Yeah,
And the number of things that like this image had to get right in the instructions, like the, what you want focused on, not like that it should be a point of view image and where we are, and then sort of to get, having the text like that's just, this is still amazing to me.
Yeah, and point of view images are actually really hard to do. And this kind of looks like what we see right now.
It looks like you had just taken it, yeah.
All right.
Well, I am going to begin my demo by taking a selfie of all of us. So, give me a nice expression. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to ask ChatGPT to make it into an anime frame.
Nice.
So in this case, it's not just getting the context of my text prompt, but it's also getting this image, and it can use both of these to produce a really nice image for us. And this is possible because we trained 4O as an omni model. So, it's a model of not just language, but images, audio, all modalities, in and out. It understands them, it can generate them, and it can, seamlessly work across these things. And we have spent a lot of effort to, make useful products like first advanced voice mode, where audio just works seamlessly, and now this, where images just work seamlessly across the board.
It is so cool that we're finally getting towards this truly integrated multimodal model that just does everything.
Yeah. And in this case, it gives the user a lot more control because, I might want a specific style, or I might want to use a specific previous image I have, or, a design palette or something. And they can provide all of this context to ChatGPT. It can just use all of this and, produce the thing you want. It becomes more controllable. Oh, okay.
All right.
We can, we're already seeing the sky behind us, the plants.
By the way, this goes live today in ChatGPT and Sora. I think rollout's already started, so if you also want to make an anime version of yourself, you can now do that.
Yeah, I think it's already out to all pro.
Great.
Plus should be done pretty soon.
Amazing.
Nice.
It'll be available to free users too.
I see. I have my little beard there. I see your expressions.
And my perfect, the hand sign
And
is
my hand
perfect.
sign too.
Yeah.
Nice. What should we do next with this?
Can we make a meme out of it?
Ooh, make it into a
Since that's on game speaker notes.
What do you wanna?
One of the common memes inside of OpenAI is feel the AGI. I have no idea what AI will think about that, but let's try it.
I do feel the AGI. Yeah, and in this case,
Wow,
right?
that anime thing is so good.
Yeah. And in this case, the model is seeing all of the past context as well, and it uses all of its knowledge of language and memes and everything to give us a new rendition. And this multi-turn nature makes it even more useful to people, right? Like I can ask for any edit I want. If it gets it wrong, I can just be like, hey, fix that thing. I think that is taking us into a direction of making these more like tools, not toys for people. And I think I'm really excited by that.
Speaking of memes, how much do you think 4O knows about common internet memes in general? Like if we had picked.
I think it knows a lot, and in fact, when we first put this out to people inside OpenAI, most of what we got was memes from people. Maybe Gabe can tell you more about that.
Yeah, I mean, memes were one of the #1 use cases for this model in our internal version, and yeah, I was just thinking about memes and why this use case kind of struck a chord with the company. And what I realized is that as in the last 9 months as I've been working on this model. I've been doing this kind of meditative exercise where I sort of look at all the images around me, and I realize I'm just surrounded by hundreds of images, maybe a day, and all these images, not necessarily the most aesthetic or beautiful images, but they were all created with intent. They were all like memes. They were all created to to persuade, to inform, to educate. These are the workhorse images that comprise our everyday life, and what I'm very excited is that I'll be able to be giving this power to create workhorse images to everyone in the world in ChatGPT.
Speaking of this power, we are giving a much higher degree of creative expression and creative freedom than we normally do. And so what we'd like is for the model to not be offensive if you don't want it to be, but if you want it to be within reason, really let people create what they need and what they want. And we may not get the line there perfectly on day one, but we think given what Gabe just said, we want to lean pretty far into creative freedom and let people get maximum utility out of this model. And, we're excited to see what people will do with it.
Yeah, me too.
Let's look at the meme we got.
That's great. Okay, so thank you guys very much, and we're going to welcome a few other research and product people to show some more stuff, unless either of you have anything else.
No, thanks, Sam.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so in addition to building all of the great research that went into this, we really wanted to work hard to make it a great product experience as well. And so if my colleagues want to introduce themselves, maybe starting with Alan, we'll then show you a few more things.
Hi, I'm Alan. I'm a research scientist at OpenAI.
Hi, my name is Ben Chao. I'm an engineer on ChatGPT.
Hi, my name is Lu. I'm a research scientist at OpenAI.
So as our models get more capable, their knowledge of the world is deepening. But so far, they've really only been able to express themselves in either text or code. And I think what's really exciting about this release is that now these models can actually visualize what they know and externalize it in a visual way. So the prompt that I'm going to try is make a colorful page of manga describing the theory of relativity, and just for fun, we'll ask it to add some humor.
How well do you find that the model understands like visual humor versus just funny text?
I think that given that this prompt is like so vague, it'll be interesting to see, what kind of wildcardy stuff the model comes up with. This is really just like it leveraging the world knowledge that it has, writing maybe an extended version of the prompt, and then giving us a nice image. But if you have a much more detailed sense of the kind of story that you want to convey in this kind of thing, like a manga or an image or in general, you can definitely do that. This model is very good at following instructions, and in the blog post that we just put out, there's a lot of nice examples of how you can do exactly that.
By the way, these images are much slower than our previous image generation thing, but like unbelievably better. We think it's super, super worth the wait. We also will be able to make it faster over time. But yeah, it's like quite the ratio of quality to time we think is already great.
Yeah. And it looks like it's given us not only some English, but a different language here. But yeah, I think in general, we're hoping that this model's ability to not only generate images, but also blend in precise text in the right ways, makes it not only a tool for imagination, but also for learning and for communication.
It did add some humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the layout.
Yeah.
And definitely quite colorful. I'll hand this off now.
That's beautiful.
Thanks, Alan. So Alan just showed us how much this model can shine in professional and educational environments. But what I love the most about this model is how accessible it is to everyone. For someone like me who don't have professional artistic skills, but still enjoys expressing my creativity. To show you what I meant, I've prepared something special. Let's kick it off. So I was inspired by this trading card in my hand that I got from our Sora launch. And I thought it would be really cool if we can design a new one in the same style for 4O image generation. So I took a photo of it in the morning. This is what it looks like. But instead of having the giant cat king here, I would like to have my dog Sanji to be the main character. And this is a photo of my dog. He's cute. And I've also included a couple details that I would like to see on the card, including the name of the model, the year, and some ability would like to highlight, and also the weight and height for Sanji. And let's see what the model comes up with.
Why is the giant cat king the Sora?
I have no idea, but I feel the trading card for Sora was designed by some professional designers, so it'll be amazing if we can actually use our model to generate that.
Yeah, I think our model has come a long way in terms of just very precise text rendering. So it'll be super cool to see how well it does with this detailed instruction.
Can I see the original card?
Yes.
Oh, it's very nice.
Yeah. It looks like it's already reviewed.
We should do these for every launch. These are cool.
Yeah.
I guess now we can make them with image gen.
Yeah.
We should definitely do that.
Yeah. And yeah, Sanji is snowboarding, which is something I've never seen him doing in real life, but it'll be cool.
The text is also very crisp.
Yes, and it got all the stats correct. That's amazing. Thank you for letting me share this little creative moment with you. And now I'm excited to pass it on to Lu to show you more innovative ways of using our product.
Yeah, sure. I'm very happy to share that with everyone today. So we've seen the generation from Alan and Meng Chao. So today I'm going to do something very special here. So I'm going to make a memorial coin based on the generations from these two, and also another two pictures that is in our background. So I'm going to first copy the pictures from Alan, and also the pictures from Meng Chao, and the rest of the two are the background we show here in the demo. So I would like to also use a special hex code here. So as you can see, this special hex code is a spring color because 4O and this launch both launched in spring. So I would like it to be a unique color for us. And also I would like to include the text for image gen and today's date on this memorial coin. So we can make a souvenir for us for today. So you can see this model is trained in an autoregressive way. So it is able to understand both text and multiple images in context and seamlessly render it in a very harmonious way in a coin. So it's able to, can you imagine how this coin will look like based on this?
Not easily from that, but I'm excited to see.
Yeah, me too. That's what I'm thinking of also. So we are seeing here, so we have the 4O image gen, and we have the bear, that is the artistic bear there, the radio there, and also Alan's manga, and I was doing meeting Sungji.
That's so cool.
Cool, that's very cool.
I want one of those.
Yes, I agree. So now I'm going to make it a transparency background because we really wanted this coin to be printed out so we can have this coin physically for us. So as you can see, the model not only can understand context in one turn, it is also understanding the context across multiple turns in context. So from today, we can just chat to ChatGPT in a more visual way. And this is just a very simple example. Make a transparency background. You can also talk to the model, for example, imagine how will this coin look like on the backside? Or we can make a unique color for Alan and Mengchao and me to have a different unique color for each one.
And other than making the background transparent, how good will it be at keeping the actual coin itself consistent between the two?
Yeah, it's very good at keeping the editing consistent. So that is also to see you can use ChatGPT from today to do image editing and image refinement in ChatGPT and using a very chatty language. Cool, here, so we see the coin here, and it's in transparent background now, and it's keeping the consistency between the previous generation.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Well, we're so excited to get this out to the world. It goes live today in ChatGPT and Sora. It will come to the API soon. We really think this is a huge step forward in what AI models are capable of doing visually, and we cannot wait to see what you all will create. Thank you very much, and again, congrats.
Thank you.
Thank you.
看完直播后，我最大的一个感受是，它生成的速度太慢了，所有人都在等待它。不过，我觉得未来肯定速度会越来越快，效果也越来越好，并且它的交互方式也非常的新颖，对于我们来说是一个更大的一个进步。抓住这样的一个工具来为自己创作前所未有的一个场景。关于 ChatGPT、GPT-4O 图片生成的视频，我分享完了。如果你有什么样的问题，可以点击下方进行评论。我们下一个视频再见。